welcome. My name is Kartika Octavia. I'm a student of LSPR Postgraduate Program for Corporate Communication. And now I want to talk about something that many of us, especially those of us with teenagers in our life, are wondering about the impact of all that screen time on how young people communicate. You notice teenagers texting more than talking. Maybe you've seen them struggle to express themselves clearly in person after spending hours online. These are questions I've been exploring, and in this video, we'll dive deeper into this research plan on the impact of screen time, parental monitoring, and social media platform choice on adolescents' interpersonal communication skill. So, buckle up and let's explore this topic together. Let's start by looking at the landscape. How much screen time are we actually talking about? Can you see the graph? Well, in Indonesia, mobile phone ownership among teenagers in age between 15 until 18 is nearly equidistant, with almost 100% reported ownership according to 2023 for the data from National Socio-Economic Survey. This means that partially every teenager in Indonesia has a smartphone in their pocket, a constant portal to the digital world. And if we recognize more, it's not just phone. Social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, we've seen a massive rise in users, particularly among teenagers. We will see that students who typically have more social interaction have the highest internet usage rate at 18%. It suggests a potential link between technology use and communication, which we'll explore further. Well, researchers are worried about a decline in in-person interaction, a lack of practice with essential communication skills like active listening and nonverbal cues. Some even suggest a rise in social anxiety linked to excessive social media use. We've seen the statistic, the rise of social media, and the growing concern. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. The core question we're trying to answer is this: does increased screen time or smartphone addiction among adolescents correlate with a decline in their interpersonal communication skill? In simpler terms, are teenagers who spend more time glued to their phone struggling to communicate effectively in person? This is a crucial question, as communication skills are vital for success in school, work, and personal relationships. But this research question isn't the whole picture. We also want to explore some additional factors. So, by delving deeper into this question, we can gain a more comprehensive understanding of the complex relationship between screen time and communication skill in adolescents. So, let's explore what the research tells us. But this constant connection becoming a growing concern. How is all this screen time affecting the way teenagers communicate face to face? We'll see. This lack of face-to-face interaction can limit opportunities to practice essential skills like active listening, turn-taking, and interpreting non-verbal cues. Study by Han et al. In 2022 and Hugh et al. In 2022 suggests that smartphone addiction can lead to decreased conversation intimacy and withdrawal from social interaction. It suggests that teenagers who spend excessive time on their phone may struggle to connect with another on a deeper level and may withdraw from face-to-face interaction together. This can lead to feeling of isolation and loneliness. It's important to note that these are just some initial findings. Parental monitoring can act as protective factor against smartphone addiction and promote healthier communication skill development. Positive parent-children relationship, open communication about technology use and setting screen time limitation can empower teenagers to develop balanced technology habits. In this turn, foster a foundation for healthy communication skill that can be applied in both online and offline environment. So the picture is more complex than just screen time equaling bad communication skill. To understand how adolescents might develop communication skill even with increased screen time, we need a theoretical framework. Today, we'll explore social information processing theory, or we can say it SIPT. So, SIPT suggests that adolescents can develop communication skill online through effective use of verbal cues, self-disclosure, and spending time interacting with others. If teenagers spend most of their time communicating online, they might have fewer opportunities to practice essential skills like active listening and nonverbal cues in person. Think about it. Like any other skill, you need practice to become proficient. If teenagers aren't effectively using this communication skill in face-to-face interaction, they might be struggling in it. This aligns with SIPT's concept of developing communication skill through online interaction. To gain a more comprehensive picture, let's consider two additional theories: uses and gratification theories, or UGT, and cultivation theory. It focuses on why people choose specific media. UGT suggests people actively choose media to fulfill their needs and desire. Think about it in this way. Why do teenagers spend time on social media? Maybe they use social media to connect with friends, or feel a sense of belonging, or stay up to date on current trends. Understanding this motivation can help us to see how social media use might influence communication skill. So, UGT help us consider how teenagers' motivation for using technologies might influence their communication skill development. Cultivation theory suggests that heavy exposure to media content can influence people's perception of the world. In the context of screen time and communication skill, this means teenagers exposed to unrealistic portrayals of communication on social media. It might be like constant texting, filtered photo, or might develop unrealistic expectation about real life interaction. For example, if teenagers see constant online communication but rarely have a depth face-to-face conversation, they might struggle with real-life communication skill. So cultivation theory reminds us to be critical on media portrayals and to encourage healthier media habits to avoid negative impact on communication skill. So, by considering UGT and cultivation theory as alongside with SIPT, we gain a richer understanding of the complex relationship between screen time and communication skill in adolescents. Alright, we delved into the research, explored some key theories, and hopefully shed something light on the complex relationship between screen time and communication skill in adolescents. Thank you for joining me on this research planning exploration. See you!